Deathworlds Unveiled, Earth's True Ranking Revealed, HFY Tales. The Galactic Council chamber buzzed with excitement. Representatives from hundreds of species had gathered, their voices blending into a cacophony of alien tones. Today was historic, the unveiling of the revised rankings for the most dangerous planets in the galaxy. Deathworlds, as they were colloquially known, were planets where life persisted against all odds. They were classified based on their hostility to sentient life, with rankings adjusted every millennium. Earth, a relative newcomer to interstellar politics, had been included in the last review but placed modestly in the mid-tier. Ambassador Elena Vargas of Earth stood in her designated alcove, flanked by two aides. She kept her expression neutral, but inside, she felt a mix of trepidation and pride. Humanity had always known Earth was a tough place to survive, if the Council only knew. The towering figure of Chairperson Zyvana, an elder of the crystalline Varantha species, stepped onto the podium. Their voice, resonating like chimes on a windy day, brought silence to the chamber. Esteemed members of the Galactic Concord, today marks the culmination of a century-long evaluation of planetary survivability indices. Our analysis has revealed startling results. For the first time, a previously underestimated planet has ascended to the upper echelon of the Deathworld rankings. This planet is none other than Earth, home of the human species. The chamber erupted into chaos. What? Impossible, a reptilian Zeethist, a Type 1 civilization ranked so high? A bulbous-eyed Aclix exclaimed, they lack even rudimentary planetary shielding. Elena raised a hand, signaling for recognition. Chairperson Zyvana gestured for silence and nodded toward her. Madam Chairperson, Elena began, her voice steady, on behalf of Earth, I must ask, what criteria have brought us to this new ranking? Zyvana's crystalline face shifted into what might have been a smile. Your world's environment is a maelstrom of challenges, extreme weather patterns, tectonic instability, and a diverse array of predatory life forms. Yet, it is your species' adaptability and resilience that elevated Earth's standing. You have thrived despite these adversities, even weaponizing aspects of your environment in ingenious ways. A holoscreen flickered to life, displaying footage of hurricanes, volcanic eruptions, and humanity's responses, ships braving tempests, cities built to endure earthquakes, and communities flourishing in deserts and frozen tundras. Additionally, Zyvana continued, Earth's biodiversity is unparalleled. It harbors countless organisms capable of lethal defense mechanisms, venoms, neurotoxins, claws, and fangs, and let us not forget your microbes, which have proven devastating to alien physiology in unfortunate encounters. Several alien delegates shifted uncomfortably. But most compelling, Zyvana added, is humanity itself. Your propensity for survival, ingenuity under pressure, and unyielding determination make you a species to be reckoned with. You do not merely endure hardship, you conquer it. The murmurs grew louder, this time tinged with respect, and perhaps fear. Elena smiled, her confidence surging. Thank you, Chairperson. On behalf of Earth, I accept this recognition, but let me assure the Council, while we may come from a death world, our intentions are peaceful. We aim to build alliances, not hostilities. A massive arthropod delegate from the Rithak hive clicked its mandibles. Peaceful, from a species that tames fire and bends metals to its will? Fascinating. Zyvana raised a crystalline hand. Let us proceed with decorum. Humanity's rise is a testament to the indomitable spirit of sentient life. Let this ranking serve as both a warning and an inspiration. As the session concluded, Elena stepped out of the chamber, her heart racing. Earth's true nature had been unveiled, but it wasn't just a label, it was a challenge. Earth wasn't just surviving in the galaxy anymore, it was thriving, and the universe had taken notice. Outside the chamber, Ambassador Elena Vargas found herself swarmed by a crowd of curious and concerned delegates. The questions came rapid-fire, some tinged with curiosity, others with thinly veiled unease. How did you neutralize the Varlak flu so quickly? Is it true your species has survived a global nuclear standoff? Do you truly have domesticated predators living among you? Elena raised her hand for calm, her diplomatic smile never wavering. I would be happy to address your questions at tomorrow's session. For now, I encourage you to review the dossier we've prepared on humanity's advancements and cultural contributions to the galactic community. It's not all volcanoes and venom, I assure you. The crowd began to disperse, though a few delegates lingered, their expressions contemplative. One of them, a wiry, amphibian-like Zolthra, approached her with an extended webbed hand. Ambassador Vargas, Amlato, representative of the Xelenoquine Council, your planet's rises, unprecedented. We would very much like to discuss potential trade agreements for Earth's survival technologies. Your adaptive designs for extreme climates are fascinating. Elena shook his hand, nodding. I'd be delighted, Representative Lato. Let's schedule a meeting. As the delegate left, one of her aides, Marcos, leaned in. They're starting to see us as more than a curiosity, he murmured. Good, Elena replied, but that's only half the battle. We need to show them we're more than just survivors of chaos, we're builders, explorers, creators. The moment she said it, an alert flashed on her comm bracelet, a secure message from Earth's Coalition Command. Urgent, unauthorized entry detected in outer Earth orbit, possible hostile intent. Her heart sank. Marcos, get me a secure line to the Coalition, now. In Earth's orbit, the intruding vessel loomed, sleek and dark, bristling with alien technology. It bore no markings of known galactic civilizations, its design angular and predatory. Inside, its crew of insectoid beings scuttled across consoles, their chittering language a flurry of activity. Confirm the target's capabilities, their commander ordered. We have limited data, replied a subordinate, its multifaceted eyes glowing, but the reports of their ingenuity suggest caution. Their weapons systems appear primitive, yet they compensate with unpredictability. The commander clicked its mandibles. Primitive or not, they're a threat. If their Deathworld ranking is accurate, humanity must not be allowed to gain influence. Prepare for reconnaissance, and if necessary, eradication. Back on Earth, Coalition Command scrambled into action. High above the atmosphere, the Aegis, humanity's most advanced orbital defense platform, powered up. Its captain, Admiral Sarah Kent, reviewed the data on the alien vessel. This is no exploratory visit, she said grimly, they're testing us. Orders, Admiral, her tactical officer asked. Hold fire, but stay ready, open comms, let's see if they're willing to talk before we show them what a Deathworlder can do. The next day at the council chambers, Elena's face betrayed no hint of the brewing storm. She delivered her speech on humanity's contributions to the galaxy with poise and optimism. But as she spoke, her comm bracelet vibrated with an encrypted message from Admiral Kent. Enemy vessel detected, standoff in progress, awaiting your directive. Elena paused for the briefest moment, then continued with her speech, her mind racing. Humanity's unveiling as a top-tier Deathworld had come with new responsibilities, and new enemies. If the galaxy wanted to test Earth's ranking, they were about to learn just how dangerous humanity could be. The standoff in orbit stretched into tense hours. On board the Aegis, Admiral Kent paced the command deck, her eyes locked on the view screen displaying the alien vessel. Its sleek design and lack of identifiable markings screamed one thing: opportunists, whether pirates, mercenaries, or rogue agents. They'd underestimated Earth, typical for outsiders who saw humans as a young, naive species. Admiral, the communications officer called out, incoming transmission from the alien vessel, it's audio only. Put it through, Kent ordered, stepping into frame. A harsh, insectoid voice filled the air. Earth vessel, you are outmatched, stand down and surrender your orbital defenses, compliance will ensure minimal casualties. Kent couldn't help but laugh, a short, sharp sound that carried an edge of defiance. Unidentified vessel, this is Admiral Sarah Kent of the Earth Defense Coalition. Your demands are rejected, stand down, or we'll show you why we rank among the galaxy's death worlds. The alien voice hissed in response, you have sealed your fate. The comm line cut off, and moments later, the enemy vessel powered its weapons. Bright red energy pulses lit up the darkness of space, streaking toward the Aegis. Evasive maneuvers, Kent barked. The Aegis spun gracefully, its shields flaring as the first volley grazed its hull. Within moments, Earth's orbital defenses roared to life. Ground-based missile platforms launched payloads into space, targeting the alien ship, while the Aegis returned fire with its railguns, each shot a streak of kinetic fury. Back in the Galactic Council chamber, Ambassador Vargas was wrapping up her speech when her comm bracelet vibrated again. This time, it was an encrypted priority message. Hostilities engaged, minimal damage sustained, holding ground, awaiting further instructions. Elena's hand tightened around the edge of the podium, but she kept her expression calm. The chamber was watching her, intrigued and attentive. "This concludes my formal remarks," she said, her voice steady. "I will now open the floor for questions." A Zeekth delegate rose, his scaled brow furrowed. "Ambassador Vargas, given Earth's new ranking, does humanity intend to expand its military presence in the galaxy?" Before Elena could answer, a soft chime echoed through the chamber, signaling an incoming announcement from the Council's central AI. The holographic form of Chairperson Zayavanna flickered into view. "Esteemed delegates," they intoned, their crystalline tones vibrating with urgency, "we have detected an unauthorized engagement in the vicinity of Earth. The aggressor's identity is unknown." Gasps and murmurs filled the chamber. Elena stepped forward, her diplomatic mask slipping just enough to reveal a steely resolve. "Madam Chairperson, Earth's forces are currently engaged in defensive operations. Let me assure this council, we will protect our people, but we will also uncover the truth behind this incursion." Several delegates looked at her with a mix of awe and wariness. The Deathworld reputation was no longer theoretical, it was unfolding in real time. In orbit, the battle raged on. The alien vessel's sleek design allowed it to evade several missile strikes, but Earth's technology, though labeled primitive by galactic standards, was proving devastating. The HSS railguns tore through the enemy's shielding, and a well-placed missile from a ground-based launcher crippled one of its engines. Inside the alien ship, chaos reigned. Sparks flew as damaged systems overloaded. "Commander," a subordinate screeched, "their weapons are overwhelming our defenses, we must retreat." The commander's mandibles clicked furiously. This was supposed to be a simple test. How could a Type 1 civilization? An explosion cut him off, rocking the vessel. The ship's cloaking device failed, and its identity was broadcast to every monitoring station in the sector. The emblem of the Drax Syndicate, a shadowy network of galactic raiders, flashed on the screens aboard the Aegis. Admiral Kent's lips curled into a grim smile. "Gotcha." Hours later, Elena Vargas addressed the council again, this time with a sharper edge to her tone. "The aggressors have been identified as agents of the Drax Syndicate," she announced, her voice echoing through the chamber. "Earth will not stand alone in this fight. We call upon this council to take unified action against threats that endanger any member world." The room was silent for a moment, and then a surprising voice spoke up. It was Lato, the amphibian delegate who had approached her earlier. "Ambassador Vargas is correct, the Drax Syndicate is a menace to us all. Earth's resilience today has proven their strength and commitment to peace. I propose we establish a task force to address this threat, with Earth as a key member." Murmurs of agreement spread through the chamber. Elena nodded. Humanity's place in the galaxy was no longer in question. Earth wasn't just a death world, it was a defender, a force to be reckoned with, and now, the galaxy knew it.